SAMTIAN might have found a solution for cheap lighting for you guys. For those people that are on a budget or really don't want to spend a lot of money on lighting, at the time of the making of this video, the price for this light right here is only $25.49. That's if you're an Amazon Prime member. However, if you're not an Amazon Prime member, you would be looking at $36.49. So regardless of if you are a Prime member or you're not, it's still really cheap. And this does come with two lights, so let's go ahead and open it. Now, as I'm opening it, I do want to explain my current setup. The setup that I have now is a $170 Sokani X50 RGB light. It is a 50-watt light, and that's more for industrial professional use. And then the light that I have in the back is from Newer. That is a 40-watt light, and it's also really expensive. I mean, for 3 of these lights that are in the back, you're looking at around 300 or so, maybe a little bit more. So, you know, it's a big difference when you're trying to compare a $25 light towards, you know, 300, 400 bucks. So let's go ahead and check these out and see if you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. So first off, you're looking at a user manual. Okay. You got your first set of LED panel, and then you have a second set of an LED panel. Okay, so you have 2 of them, and they both have a little dimmable switch. Okay, and then at the bottom of it you have a USB connection. Let's go ahead and open it up. It does have a mounting screw at the bottom. I believe it's a 1/4-inch screw. And the cool thing about USB now is that you could power it up with practically anything. I could hook it up to my laptop, or if you have a power brick, you know, you could just hook it up, push it on, and let's see if it works. Okay, that's 1. Pushing the plus. Okay, so that is the brightest that this light goes. Okay. Let's go ahead and dim it back down. Now, I don't want to point it directly at the camera because I don't want to, you know, blind you guys or create any type of glare. All right, so there's that, and then let's go ahead and put it back to bright. All right, so that is full brightness right there. And then let's go ahead and push mode. So mode has a fading type of effect. Let's click it again. And then this right here is SOS. And that right there is just flashing, I believe. Yeah, okay. And that's it, and then all right, that's it. You should be back to normal. Okay, so that's all the capabilities that this light has, and as you can see, it's very small. And the cool thing is that, let's say if you have a camera setup that you want to rig this to, you could always use that 1/4-inch screw to mount it onto your camera cage or whatever you want, and then hook it up to a big battery. So you're getting a lot of lighting for essentially for, you know, the money. Kind of crazy. And then let's go ahead and put this second light away. And then it also includes these color changing panels that you could swap into your light. And then let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so this is the selfie stick, and it also extends as a tripod. So let's go ahead and extend it real quick. Mount this on. Okay, so I got that on there. Alright, I'm gonna bring it back down because I don't need it that tall. So that's what it looks like. I hope you guys can see. Alright, that's one monopod. So that's pretty cool because let's say if you have a person or an assistant that you like to carry with you, and you know, you could always have them light the scenario, you know, with this, and it's super light. So I really like that. It's very convenient for those that don't want to carry the big heavy lights that I always end up carrying everywhere. I mean, they are a pain because, you know, they're very heavy and very bulky, and you have to carry special bags for them. So I mean, if you don't want to do all that, you could always do this. Pretty cool, and it's bright enough for you to get, you know, good results if you know what you're doing with your camera, of course. So let's go ahead and drop this back down, and then it has, let's see, it has an attachment. Let's go ahead and put that on. And there you guys go. And it has a tripod. So what more do you need? For $25, guys, $25, you get this really cool setup, and you get two of these, by the way, so that's awesome. And you also have this adapter right here that comes with it. It has two of these, for one for your hot shoe mount for your camera, and then you also have your 1/4" screw that will screw onto your light. So that's pretty cool in case you want to use that. And that's it. So you have just two of everything. So what more can you want, guys? What more can you want? I mean, super cheap. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do with this light right here is I'm going to try to recreate the setup that I have now to see if these lights can reproduce the same amount of lighting that I'm currently using now. So for now, I'm going to slap on one of these filters here. Let's go ahead and go with the red filter, just because it's more apparent. Go ahead and swap it out. Okay. Can these cheap lights be a replacement for these expensive lights? Let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this light with the red filter behind me, and I'm gonna set up the other light with the white filter in front of me, and to see if I could recreate similar lighting for those of you that are looking for a cheap YouTube setup, a cheap solution. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it out. All right guys, so I finally finished setting it up. And as you can see, I'm only using the two lights. Every other light is off. I'm not using any other extra lighting. So the backlight, I'm using the SAMTIAN light as well. And all I did was slap on the color filter. Okay, and then the other SAMTIAN light, I put it in front of me, as you can see it right here. And they're both at 100%. So you are gonna have to use max output. However, I mean, can you really complain? For $25 if you're a Prime member? You can get these lights, you could get a YouTube setup. I mean, what more do you want? You know, you're practically replicating what I'm doing with the $300 lights for a lot cheaper. So it's definitely a steal. Very convenient, very light. Honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't get these lights. I'm gonna leave my affiliate link in the description below so you guys can click on it and get yourself a set of these lights. See you guys later.